All right, guys, it's Wednesday. We're switching up a little bit. We are doing DIY on a Wednesday, and I'm gonna continue this project that was the shoe rack bench. Now, we went through many stages in the past few weeks, and now we're gonna get to this other stage here. So we've made the shelves. This is the top piece here. So this top piece is actually 41 and 5/8 in length. Now, when you're doing this, sometimes you get different cuts of lumber from your local lumber provider. So you'd have to measure the length of your inner braces and add the distance of your legs here, because you have the board on the outside here plus the width of the leg itself. So you need to measure that on both sides plus the length of your frame. Now, this was a special frame I made the other day, and now we're gonna start attaching the frames to the legs itself. And you wanna work upside down for this, because that's the best way to get access to all the points you need to drill into. Now, so this is the top frame. I have the top frame that will support this heavy piece down here, all right? And so I flipped it upside down. I'm now gonna attach the leg from the side, because that is just the easiest way to do it. Now, I've pre-measured this. I've measured and put my markers where I need to, all right? So we have it here, and you wanna go in from the side. So what you're gonna do is, as best as possible, put this upside down. My leg is now upside down as well, all right? And I'm gonna try to get some screws in here to fasten this shelf. After we put the frame, then we're gonna put this heavy piece upside down as well. We can attach, this is actually the top part. It's pretty heavy, it's 2 inches thick. And again, as I cut it 41 and 5/8 inch, that is just what works best for me, all right? So, I wish I had a little hand here to hold this up in place. It's giving a little bit of problems right now, but let's see how fast we can work with this. All right, so I'm now just piloting my screw on the inside here. It'll stay. Now I'm gonna grab my power drill. And remember, guys, when you're doing anything with tools, power tools, with this type of work, you wanna ensure that safety is priority. So make sure you have your gloves, make sure you have your glasses. Don't be like me. In preparing this last night, I ran a splinter right up my finger. You don't want to be like that, because it's extremely painful. So let's not be like Harry. All right, so now we're going to drive this first screw in here. And I want to go in from the side, because it's just where it's easiest and you can get the most control. And it's a little bit difficult to see. All right, and you can brace from the side here now to counter. All right, so that's one. And when you're doing this, you want to ensure, for all our listeners on Talk City 91.1 FM, what I'm doing here right now, I have one side of the legs I made a few weeks ago. It's in a shaker style, so there's a border around the rectangular leg. That leg itself is 22 inches long, all right? And the leg now is upside down, and the frame is also upside down, so I could work on it that way. I'm now fastening the second screw. Sometimes you may have to change your angle a little bit just to get in there. And I'm almost there. There we go. Right, now we're gonna work on the second side. Putting the second leg on the other hand. Gonna just put in that pilot screw there. Make sure everything is lined up really well. Again, I marked these beforehand, so I could ensure that I know where I'm putting my shelves. So I'm gonna continue this process right now, putting in the frame. So what you wanna do again, you wanna work upside it down. You're gonna turn everything upside down. You're gonna put in your frames. Now the other frames I built, I already put the tops on them. That's what we saw happen last week. Let's just take a quick look at it before we continue. All right, so I have already fastened the top of those shelves to the frame. Good look here. So on the inside, you see the frame that was built, and on top it, we have the cut solid surface already. So you wanna make sure you do that beforehand, so that it makes it a lot easier for you to just install the shelves to the legs afterward. All right, so I'm gonna put this down and continue this process over here. Again, I just put in the screw by hand a little bit, just so it could stay. Now I'm gonna drive it. All right, one more. So yeah, just because of how this is being joined, you don't need too many screws to support the shelves themselves, just because of how this thing was built. All right, so that's good news for you. It gives you a little bit of an ease up when it comes to the level of difficulty for this. I'm now just putting in this screw by hand so it'll stay. Then I could use my driver and get it all the way in. And there we go, driving in that final screw for the top shelf, which I'm working upside down again, so it looks like it's the bottom, but it's actually the top. Again, you want to counter, put some force on the opposite side, so your leg stays in, all right? And then from there, now that that is on, you want to ensure that you attach your top. So that's last frame I made those flat pieces on the top there, and this is the reason why. We have this top piece over here. I'm going to turn it this way because this is the underside that I want to use to be the downside, all right? So you're then going to put this on top here. So you could fasten your legs and your top to your frame. You just want to line everything up once more. Make sure you use measurements. Measure twice, cut once. All right, and there's a little lap over here. So you could actually have a little lip, and that's fine. It actually goes well with the style. And again, my length is cut very precisely, which is good news. So I don't have to go back and trim or anything again. All right, here we go. So yeah, now at this point in time, I'm going to attach the top to that top frame. It's driving the screws in here. I'm going to use a few more screws for this part because this top part is so heavy and I want to ensure that it is very secure. Just driving these in. For those listening on radio, what is happening is that I have put the top part of the bench, which is actually where you'd be seated, which is a heavy piece that is 2 inches thick and cut to 41 inches, 41 and 5/8 inches. I'm attaching that upside down right now with screws to my frame that I built. All right, so I'm going to continue this in the meantime. We're really looking forward to seeing what the finished product looks like. So next week when we start back, what's going to happen, you're going to see all the frames and the shelves in. Then we will see, then I'll do the final piece. Then you'll finally see what this looks like to finish off. All right, and that's it for DIY on a Thursday. Ria, I see you're coming a little bit closer. Okay, you're probably a little bit curious as to what's happening here.
Can I get this?
What's that?
Can I get this?
Well,
the shelf? I have so many shoes.
You have so many shoes?
I need, yeah, but anyway, let us just say happy and an arrival day to everyone.
Yes, definitely.
Tomorrow's a holiday. Be safe out there on the roads, and see you guys, well.
Yeah, see you guys tomorrow. I want to thank TNZ Home Improvement for sponsoring this segment, DIY on a Wednesday today. And again, happy Indian arrival to everybody in Trinidad and Tobago and the East Indian community on the whole. So and that's it for the show today.
That's it for today.
It's been fun. It's been fun, and we just want to wish you a fantastic morning, of course, and make a difference today. Now, that's it for today, guys.